Remember, mental health, though, is an ongoing process of dedication to reality at all costs. What reality? Which reality? I actually need to embrace both my own subjective reality and the belief in an objective reality that I cannot perfectly know, that expands beyond my subjective reality and that is actually true beyond my subjective reality. I mean, who among us hasn't been wrong about our interpretation of something that happened before? So someone doesn't show up for a party and we think she's mad at me about this or that or the other. And it turns out her 2-year-old was sick. That's just a tiny example. So there's this balance that has to be done. And I know right here, I've got objective reality weighing heavier than subjective reality. But as we'll talk about it in a moment, I don't think it's that simple either, because we can't get to subjective reality without some relationship with our subjective reality. Holding both, being aware that there's a tension here, trying to bring a balance, bring more and more overlap and congruence between our subjective reality and objective reality, while knowing that we'll never have perfect overlap between the two. This then brings up another issue, which is it requires an openness to other perspectives. For me to check out my subjective reality against objective reality, I have to have someone else's subjective reality as a comparison point. And that subjective reality could be my partner, it could be my therapist, but I'm telling you, none of us can get to that greater congruence with objective reality without some openness to other perspectives, without expanding our own subjective reality. I have to be open to others' perspective. Study on this for a minute, and I don't know if you can see my pointer. I hope you can, but it's as if there's an orange light shining in one direction and a kind of a bluish spotlight shining in the other. And if I'm on one side and you're around the corner on the other, we could spend forever arguing about, oh, this is an orange square, I could say. And you could say, what are you talking about? I'm looking at it right now. It's a blue circle. Don't you gaslight me. I'm looking at an orange square. And you say, are you crazy? Who taught you your colors and shapes? You need to go back to preschool, right? This is a blue circle. And we could spend all day arguing what would be much more productive. What would actually bring both of us to a greater understanding and grasp of objective reality would be for us to go, okay, you're seeing this and I'm seeing that. What's going on here? What is a three-dimensional understanding of our two-dimensional subjective experiences that brings us to that greater understanding of the objective reality here?